Good afternoon, folks. This is Darth Rabbit 07 comes to you today with another quick pickup. I woke up this morning thinking about how nice it would be to be able to complete this trifecta. Started a couple years ago. Started off with Origins Bumblebee, then we got Origins Jazz, like last year, and this year we finally get Origins Wheeljack. So grateful to have this in hand. Had my copy picked up today. No April Fools there. Everybody else is doing April Fools, and I'm not fooling around on April Fool's Day. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching, guys. Let's turn this around, take a closer look at this Origins new pickup. And here is Origins Wheeljack in the Transformers Legacy United packaging. On the turntable, the art looks great there on the side from that More Than Meets the Eye episode 1. On the back, you got the stuff and things he can do in 32 steps from robot mode to Subterranean mode and back again. You got the blast shield that also doubles as a roadway. Beautiful artwork for 40 years and him. Let's get him out of the box and see how cool he is. Of quick notes, this is how he comes packaged in. Hopefully you got a hold of your copy and nothing is damaged. Let's get him free of the cardboard. And onto the turntable. Here he is with his accessories fresh out of the box. You have his Road to Icon / blast shield from the More Than Meets the Eye episode 1. Really skinnier than I thought it would be. Here is his shoulder blaster. Has a unique Evo Fusion play feature, even though I think we graduated beyond that. That clear plastic does bother me over time. Also painted in that same clear plastic is his May I Cut In drills, fans, whatever you want to call it. You get 2 of those. And like I said, Evo Fusion, you can do fresh out of the box kaboom play features if you desire to do that in his robot mode. Is up on the turntable next, and this guy is quite small and awesome looking. I just think that looks really great, all cleaned up out of the box. He does have quite a bit of kibble. It has more kibble if you add this guy to it. Might do that for prosperity's sake. Look at the back in the kibble. He just basically folds up onto his back, and his counterparts also do the same. So with that said, there he is on the turntable once again, and let's go ahead and get into that articulation real quick. Once you got everything properly tabbed in, locked up, you do get all the way around there at the head. Look, very solid head, very nicely painted head. It can look up, it can look down just a little bit. You get some attitude. Thankfully it's on that ball that you can get the attitude. You do get a full T-pose, so you can bust out those little transformations there. There here at the top of his shoulders, you got upper bicep, you got 90 in the elbow, and you do got wrist articulation and a hinge due to transformation. That is nice. Since he is a Voyager class, he should do the stuff, but he's still going to fall into line with his brothers, as we will get into in a minute. There's his waist articulation all the way around. You go back into that full T, and you can get what looks to be the full fan damage, but he can't quite make it. But he's excited to be here in front of you today, showing off that knee articulation. It does got a tab at the knee where it kind of locks into place, it loops into place, and then it comes back out here. So you get that much there, and you do get some ankle tiltage once it's, was it tabbed in? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't necessarily tabbed in, but you can get all that going on and bust some dynamic posing with this boxy subterranean version of Wheeljack. And his neck likes to come untabbed from there, but I mean, it does all tab in, and it does look pretty good on the turntable front on view. There you go. You do got some storage of said things, like it says in the instructions. The May I Cut In drill store right there, and of course the blast shield. Must do a bit of parts forming in order to fit onto the back. Just be careful, I've already stressed this clear plastic, but there's that. All tabbed in, and it has to be this way because this inside's hollowed out to where you can get it to tab together. And there is what he looks like all tabbed in with the blast shield. Looks kind of silly in robot mode, Probably keep, well, and that's how it's going to have to fold into his screen. So windscreen or shield there. So there's that, guys. Looks pretty dorky, but at least you got it all there together with a huge, massive backpack. It can't be helped. Let's get them up here with his other mates. All together, Origins Trifecta Complete, guys. Let's take a quick look at the backpacks and the kibble. It's that G1 kibbly goodness, and now we got those alt modes from Cybertron. These three guys were the only ones that transformed in that first part there on Cybertron, but they look great together. Jazz is just a touch taller, and in the animation you had his Earth mode for robot mode, but I like having this representation. Blocky, awesome goodness. Let's get on transformed. Our next stop is Iacon. And there is Wheeljack Origin version in his Speedster, Cybertronian Speedster mode, van mode, whatever you want to call it. As I finished this transformation, there was a huge smile on my face, as this is something we've all been waiting for years and years. And it's finally here, and it's actually pretty quite good. Once you get the legs just ever so right, this stuff will tab in on the bottom. You got these little pegs and this base that will let it assimilate the hover mode. Definitely a great looking F-Zero vehicle mode, Cybertronian mode, just awesome. And the way that this unfurls and stows the weapons, I absolutely love it, guys. You can untransform the top of this, fold this on down here, and then fold it back down and get it back together to recreate that battle scene where B and them are trying to load the rods. Optimus Prime said there would be days like this. And for those days that would be crazy and it gets like this, you can store the Energon conductors up there on the top. You got weapon storage up here on the top to blast the Decepticons. Plus you got the may I cut in drills in the front there. Because in the back you can also stow away that Bumblebee. But let's get Bumblebee next to him like they were in the episode. And there's Bumblebee and Wheeljack racing towards Iacon in their Cybertronian modes, looking really, really awesome. Even the best feature is you got to do a little transformation step, and you get him to fold up in there when he busts his rear axle. This is an absolute marvel of engineering that you got both of these together. They're closer than ever, and B's inside of Wheeljack, and you got the Ring of Fire may I cut in, and you can add some Seeker jets to the fold. You can recreate that whole awesome meets the eye origin scene with what you got if you got Siege Seekers and you got this origin set. Now the only thing that we got here left to show is Wheeljack next to him. It never was like that in the episode, but just for prosperity's sake, bear with me as the Seekers blast in there. The fact that it can have all this together with the blast shield, the conductors, and anything else you want to add to the scene just makes me smile and makes me really, really freaking happy. Who knew that this would be this much fun? And I absolutely adore this set. Having the Seekers come in and they actually were in robot mode, but they did it. But you can recreate now those scenes, have you, mind you, and this is just really, really awesome. Having some fun with this set. Now let's get Jazz in there. Maybe we cut through. And let's not forget the display feature of the Road to Iacon. It's very, very fragile little piece as it's clear plastic, and I've already stressed my Road to Iacon, so I'll probably put it back in the other configuration to where it can be the blast shield. Or maybe it's supposed to be like that to begin with. It's aggravating. Okie dokie. Does that work? No, but it doesn't work like that. And it doesn't work like that. So it's like you got to flip those things apart and turn over. Okay. Let's get into some with Jazz and get into some final thoughts here, guys. I absolutely adore having this set together. They just look awesome. Let me get B back out there. The fact that you got him as a Voyager. You can store Bumblebee inside of him. You can store all the other extra bits from that set, as I can demonstrate right here. You can store all that stuff down inside of there as everything just falls apart. That is so cool, guys. Is this set for everyone? Probably not, but for us that's been around since the beginning, this is an awesome completion of something we didn't ever think we'd ever see get made. And I can't thank Hasbro enough for putting it together and doing it. The only thing that I got negative was that it's an exclusive. This was released 3 different years. And if you didn't get this back of this, you maybe, I don't know, you might be able to get it for cheap. I hadn't looked. And then this guy was last year, so you might still have a chance to get at him. But this is awesome. I like that he folds up into robot mode and he's about the same height as them, but then he busts out into his Van Cybertronian mode and it totally rocks, guys. I highly recommend this set. Thanks again for watching my channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Guys, get out there and find it. The portal actually came with Marvel Legends Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and it is now getting into all the other stuff along the way there. Love that you can treat it as a Ring of Fire for this set. Thanks again for watching. You guys have an excellent week. Until all are one, guys.